I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Hello everyone, back again on the V Squad TV channel. Channel's vampire royalty aura in all black ahead of his Paris Fashion Week debut at the Celine Fashion Show 2026. Paris once again becomes the center of global attention, not only for its timeless charm but also for its electric atmosphere ahead of Paris Fashion Week Spring/Summer 2026. Amid the rush of flashing cameras and luxury limousines, one figure emerges like a cinematic apparition. V, also known as Kim Taehyung of BTS, stepping out of the grand entrance of the Prince de Galles Hotel. Dressed entirely in black, he didn't just walk. He glided, radiating an ethereal elegance that instantly silenced the bustling Parisian night. Taehyung's look was a masterpiece of minimalism wrapped in mystery. His black wool coat fell in perfect symmetry, brushing against the polished marble floor as if choreographed by the night itself. The high-neck turtleneck, sleek black trousers, and polished leather shoes created an unbroken silhouette, sharp yet fluid. On his lapel, a golden brooch gleamed faintly, catching the reflection of warm hotel lights, like the heartbeat of a hidden royal. Fans and photographers barely breathed as Taehyung stepped into view. The air around him seemed to change temperature. Colder, quieter, more intense. His slicked back hair adds an intoxicating edge, evoking the allure of a modern-day vampire aristocrat. Timeless, untouchable, and dangerously captivating. Every step he took toward the waiting car felt like a scene pulled from a high-fashion noir film. As he exited, flashes erupted, yet Taehyung remained composed, his gaze fixed somewhere far beyond the cameras. There was an artistry to his stillness, the kind that doesn't demand attention but commands it effortlessly. His presence was not loud. It was magnetic. Even those unfamiliar with him couldn't help but turn their heads, drawn in by the quiet power he exuded. Inside the hotel lobby moments before his departure, Taehyung had been seen near a grand piano, his reflection shimmering on its glossy black surface. That single image, Taehyung in black beside the piano, bathed in warm golden light, felt almost surreal, like a Renaissance painting brought to life. He wasn't performing, he was simply existing, yet his aura told an entire story. Rumors had already circulated that Celine's artistic director Hedi Slimane personally invited Taehyung to the front row of the Spring/Summer 2026 show. And now, seeing him embodying Slimane's aesthetic vision, sharp tailoring, dark sensuality, and poetic masculinity, it's clear why. V wasn't just attending, he was part of the brand's soul. Fans waiting outside the hotel could be heard whispering in awe. "He looks like royalty," one murmured, while another added, "No, he looks like he doesn't belong to this century." The crowd's reaction captured the essence of his look. Not of this world, not entirely real, but hauntingly beautiful. The all-black outfit mirrored Taehyung's evolving artistic persona. Once the bright, charming idol, he's now stepped fully into a realm of artistry that blends luxury, solitude, and quiet rebellion. His Celine appearance wasn't just fashion, it was philosophy stitched into fabric. When the video clip of his hotel exit hit social media, it spread like wildfire. Within minutes, Vampire Prince Taehyung began trending on X, formerly Twitter. Fans from around the world marveled at how he made a simple black ensemble that felt like poetry in motion. Every slow blink, every stride, every flicker of light across his brooch becomes cinematic. Paris Fashion Week often brings extravagant spectacles, but few moments feel truly alive. Taehyung's entrance did. It reminds onlookers that true elegance isn't about excess, it's about restraint, mystery, and the ability to make silence more powerful than sound. What made the scene even more mesmerizing was the subtle expression on his face, a calm neutrality that hinted at emotion without revealing it. That is Taehyung's genius. He performs even when he's not performing. His face tells stories of longing, confidence, and quiet rebellion all at once. The evening air was cool, brushing against the long drape of his coat. Taehyung's hands, partially tucked into the coat's pockets, moved with slow precision.
Is everybody in the world blind?
As he stepped closer to his car, the faint reflection of Paris streetlights danced on the black surface of his coat. The golden emblem pinned near his chest became a striking contrast, a symbol of warmth against the abyss of black, much like Taehyung himself, warm-hearted beneath layers of mystique. When the door closed behind him, the whispers didn't stop. The silence he left was almost theatrical, as if the building itself exhaled after holding its breath. Even after he vanished from sight, his aura lingered, like a haunting melody that refused to fade. Inside the car, a brief glimpse caught through tinted glass showed him looking out into the Paris night. Distant, reflective, poetic. That look alone was enough to send fans spiraling into admiration, dissecting every frame of his calm, elegant presence. This wasn't Taehyung's first brush with Parisian luxury. As a Celine global ambassador, he has redefined what it means to merge K-pop stardom with European high fashion. Yet tonight felt different. It wasn't about being styled, it was about being style itself. Fashion insiders at Celine reportedly noted that Taehyung's look embodied the silent power of dark elegance, a statement that perfectly encapsulated his effortless transformation into an icon of minimalist grandeur. The anticipation for the actual show grew exponentially after his appearance. Many believe that Taehyung will play a pivotal role in this year's narrative theme for Celine, perhaps even influencing how Slimane frames masculinity in his next collection. In Paris, a city that has seen generations of fashion legends, few can stop time with mere presence. Taehyung did. His balance of youth and maturity, softness and dominance, made him stand out even among the glittering elite. Every photo captured from that night felt like an artwork, cinematic, moody, timeless. The composition of his frame, his gaze, and the surrounding architecture seemed perfectly aligned, as though Paris itself bowed to his rhythm. The power of his style lies not in what he wears, but in how he inhabits the clothes. The coat became an extension of his movement, the turtleneck a metaphor for mystery, and the golden pin a quiet declaration of individuality. Even hours after he left, fans continued to gather near the Prince de Gaulle's, hoping to glimpse the man who had turned an ordinary hotel doorway into a runway of elegance. Taehyung, however, had already moved on, not away from the spotlight, but beyond it. Tomorrow, when he arrives at the Celine Spring-Summer 2026 show, the world will once again look to him, not as a guest, but as a living embodiment of the brand's spirit. Refined, rebellious, and impossibly charismatic. Tonight's vision of Taehyung, stepping through Parisian light and shadow, dressed in black, eyes calm yet burning with unspoken artistry, will be remembered as more than a fashion moment. It was a manifestation of aura. And in that fleeting instant, he wasn't just Kim Taehyung of BTS. He was something else entirely, an icon carved from elegance and dusk, walking through the golden doors of Paris like royalty from another realm. As the city's clock struck midnight, the echoes of Taehyung's brief appearance still rippled through social media and fashion circles. Stylists, photographers, and editors couldn't stop analyzing the details of his ensemble. The exact cut of his coat, the texture of the fabric, even the way the light seemed to cling to his silhouette. It wasn't just an outfit, it was an invitation into an aesthetic universe where elegance meets enigma. Taehyung had proven, once again, that style isn't about adornment, it's about essence.
Don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues. I need a comb to get through.